Notice God's heart, verse 12. Therefore, knowing God must judge sin. And not just sin, that God must judge your sin, my sin, the sins of the whole world. Verse 12, therefore. Therefore also now saith the Lord, turn. It can also be translated return. In fact, that's usually how it's translated. Return ye even to me, note this, with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. Rend your heart, not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your God. Why? For he is gracious and merciful. And what's the difference? I'm glad you asked. You're flying down the highway, not advising it, just using it as a hypothetical. And you get pulled over. And they always ask you that, well, I've heard, they always ask you that question, do you know how fast you were going? Well, you guys have been there, huh? You know, and you say 80, 90, 95? Oh, that wasn't the speed limit, that's the road? And they sit there and they look at you and they go, you know what? I'm going to give you a warning. Just slow down. Would you really? Just do me a favor. Slow down. I'm just going to give you a warning. You can go. What have you just received? Mercy. Mercy is not getting the punishment you deserve. That's mercy. But again, you know, if he says, wait, hold on a second. He runs back to his patrol car, comes back, says, hey, here's a coffee I just got with 2 creams and a sugar, which is how you drink it. And here's a white cream-filled donut with powder, which is what you order. You know what? I don't need them. I'm on a diet. Here, you take them. What have you just received now? Grace. Mercy is not getting what you deserve. Grace is getting what you absolutely do not deserve, but has been bestowed upon you out of the goodness of the heart of the bestower. Notice what he said. Warning about the day of the Lord. You think you're going to stand before God when he judges your sin? You're not going to make it. Therefore, if you can wake up and understand this, you need to turn to the Lord with all of your heart. You need to come back with fasting and weeping and mourning, understanding when you can see your sin as God sees it and realize what he has to do to judge your sin. Mourning comes in. Turn to the Lord. Rend your heart, not your garments. Turn to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and he is merciful. By the way, we're in the Old Testament. He is slow to anger, which is why this judgment has yet to happen. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen or somehow God's not awake. It just means he's waiting, and he's waiting as long as he can for people to turn. But he will finally bring it. He's gracious. He's merciful. He is slow to anger, but he will bring judgment. And look at Joel in 835 BC telling us God is of great kindness and repenteth or turns him away of the evil. He's of great kindness. He would rather spare you than bring the punishment you're reaping for yourself, having sowed it.